Hi, welcome to What's Up Westchester. This is Kim Arenas with the Kim Arenas team at Houlihan Lawrence. And this is Elizabeth Damiano, one of our team members. And today we are joined by our very special guest, Theresa Viti Finck with TD Bank. Theresa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. We're thrilled to have you, and I know you have a wealth of information to share with everyone. And again, this is What's Up Westchester. I cannot believe it. We are on episode number 29. So thank you and welcome to our 29th episode. So Liz, I know we have lots of questions for Theresa. And then I think I can add this in later, but someone was saying, please tell how you know Theresa. So I have to say, Theresa and I met probably 17 years ago. Our children were much younger, and we met at Orienta Beach Club in Mamaroneck, and played a little bit of tennis.
More importantly,
In our next life, we ran across each other after playing tennis those years. Then we ran across each other in work, and Theresa being a mortgage specialist at TD Bank, and me selling real estate, our paths crossed again. And then Theresa has this wonderful, which I'm so grateful for, this wonderful networking group that she started with agents in the city. So we get to spend time together with that as well. So I think Liz will kick us off with these questions. I can't wait to hear.
So Theresa, thanks for being here. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, where you work, all that fun stuff?
So I am Theresa Viti Finck with TD Bank. I always like to say I've been in the mortgage business since the rates were 20%, so a long time. I have a wonderful program that I think we're going to touch on today, which is the construction renovation product. It's amazing. We're one of the few banks that even has this product, so it's even more exciting that we have it.
Construction renovation, I feel like that there are a lot of buyers out there right now. Maybe they're not finding the exact product that they're looking for. Maybe they found the street, they found the neighborhood, but the house is just not theirs. They want to make it their own. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this construction renovation program that you have and how it can benefit some of our buyers?
Yes. Okay, so we have, so if you're looking for a home, and a lot of these homes in Westchester need a lot of work.
Yeah.
They're older, they were built in the turn of the century in the 1920s. And when you come into a home and you see a house is $1 million, we'll use that as an example, and it needs $500,000 worth of work. Typically, you'd have to come up with $200,000 down as a down payment, and then $500,000 out of pocket for the improvements. With this construction loan, we would bundle those improvements in, so it would be $1 million plus the $500,000, so they would only have to put 20% down on the $1.5 million, which is $300,000 instead of $700,000 out of pocket.
That's huge. And I know we find our first-time home buyers, and not even first-time home buyers, it's hard, right, to come up with the 10%, the 20% then, and then to add on top of that. Yes.
Yeah, and then when the work is done, we'll disperse the funds. It helps people to just bundle in all the improvements instead of liquidating funds. And most people can afford the payments, and because student loans are so expensive and overhead expenses are high right now, it's nice. Most people can afford the payments. They just don't have the down payment and like the money for the
upfront money.
Yeah.
So someone who may or may not, let's say someone does have the money up front, right? And do you think that it's still something that they may want to look into down the line? I mean, I know we have
absolutely.
You're right here doing a renovation on your own.
I think so. You don't want to use your liquidity, and I just think it's a great way. And of course, anytime one does a renovation, it's often more than you think it's going to be. So if you can roll all that cost into your mortgage, I think it's an amazing product. And as Theresa was saying, not very many people, if anyone. I mean, you guys are one of the only few that offer such a product. So it really is an amazing product.
Yeah, I mean, I had somebody that could pay cash. And it was a $3 million construction loan, and then I said, well, how I could give you, this was about a year and a half ago, the rates were 3.25%, which was they only they've gone up a little. But I said to him, I said, I can give you 3.25% on this $3 million. Why do you want to liquidate your money when you can just finance it? And he was like, you're right. So he did, And he has been my biggest referral source because he tells all his friends at these cocktail parties how he's got this much money at such a low rate. But the rates, I mean, that was about a year and a half ago.
And
now
the rates are still great. What are the
still
rates
very
for this
good.
product? What are the rates right now?
They're really similar to what the regular rates are for a regular loan, in the low 4s.
In the low 4s.
And
Wow.
the beauty of this product is that you can lock it in today. During construction, it's interest only for the first year of
Okay, so
construction.
during construction, interest only. Okay.
So when you can lock in the rate today, and for the remaining 29 years, it stays at that rate. So
Wow.
that's,
That's great.
that's a great perk. Yeah.
That is
have
a great
that.
perk, yes.
Interesting. Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about the approval process? Is it the same as if you're getting a conventional loan? Do you need to submit plans? Can you use any contractor you like?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
You
great
know,
questions.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very user-friendly product. We try not to make it difficult. We don't approve builders, they have to be licensed. We don't bring them through a rigorous process. As long as they have a history of building, that's totally fine. As far as the process, it's very similar to a regular loan.
Mm-hmm.
And we portfolio this product, so that means you're always gonna make your payment to TD, so we don't have to send it anywhere for extra, underwriting or anything. It's all done in-house, so it's very user-friendly.
That's great.
So basically, they get their plans, they submit their plans to you, that gets approved,
So up front, 2 things that we require
okay?
is a property and plans and specs. That
Okay.
is what we're going to come up with on the appraised value.
Okay.
So we need to see those plans and specs and a budget. So we take the property, we'll look at the plans and specs, and then in the budget, and then the appraiser will put a value on it.
Okay.
And then we will lend based on that value.
So let's use, so we are here today at this gorgeous home,
Yes.
759
Oh my gosh.
Soundview Drive in Mamaroneck in Shore Acres. And so many people want to get into Shore Acres, right?
Mhm.
And this is at a price point that people can get in, but maybe they want to buy and then maybe they want to do an addition or they want to do a renovation. So perfect example, this house will probably trade around, somewhere give or take $1 million. Let's just use easy math.
Yeah.
Like your example that you stated earlier. So let's say we're having an open house this weekend, someone walks in and they're like, I love this house, they're ready to go, and they mention wanting to do a renovation or an addition. We would say to them, of course, tell them about your product. So what would they do? So before they made their offer,
Mm-hmm.
contact you, right, for the
Mhm.
feasibility of
Yep.
what they want to do. So once they're in contract, they have the property then they have the architect come in, meet with the contractor, have the plans drawn, and have a quote for the work by the contractor, and then that's presented to you, to the bank,
Mm-hmm.
and then what? So the
So,
appraiser,
On a purchase, it's a little tricky to get all your plans and specs together.
that's what I'm wondering,
Mhm,
right?
yeah.
So if it's a vacant house and there's a little more flexibility, then maybe, if it's not too big of a building, doesn't require too much work, then sometimes you can do that a little quicker.
Okay.
Typically sellers don't want to wait around for
Right.
those, so it's a little more difficult to do it with a big build. But if you just wanted to renovate a kitchen and put a roof on and do some windows for
We have a new
200,000.
roof here, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You can do the fun things,
Yeah.
you know?
But a
You can do
house-
the fun things that people like to do. Most people don't want to do like that kind of work, right?
Yeah.
They want to do the fun things.
Yeah.
Right, but if you had something where you could just do, get quick estimates, then we could do the construction loan.
Okay, and they can
Okay.
always, in
Right.
this market, most things are without a mortgage contingency anyway.
Mhm.
So if they're comfortable making their offer without a mortgage contingency, then they could work out the details of their loan with you once they are in contract.
Yes, and very often what people will do when they want to do a big build is they'll come to me, I'll get them the loan, we'll close quickly within the 45 or 60
Mhm.
days. And then
Oh.
they'll get their plans and specs together
Yes.
and then.
My
Okay,
question
so you
back
can
to
do
me.
that
Back
with a
and do it.
two-step process.
Mhm.
I often do that. and
Okay, great.
Especially with some big builds, and they don't have to pay a lot of the costs again, because, the New York State mortgage tax is a big number. We can, do an assignment on that, a modification. So it's
Wow.
a little less expensive.
So it sounds like there's quite a
Yeah.
bit of flexibility.
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
that's what I was thinking the whole time. We are in a tough market. Things move quickly, they move fast. So a first thought I had is, can we get this done? As quickly as we need to. Can we operate as quickly as we have to, the way the market's operating right now? But that's the perfect option. get a loan, close, then come back to you.
Yes,
Right.
yes, because
That's
oftentimes, like you said, it's a very competitive market, so
Mhm.
people need to move quickly.
Yes.
Okay,
competitive.
great, yes, yeah. Yeah, well, it depends on which side,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, especially in this, like the price range we're talking about today. But
Mhm.
as Theresa said, I mean, the one loan that you did, I mean, that was for a $4 million, or around that price, right? A $4 million build?
It was a $5.3 million build.
Wow, a $5.3 million build. Okay.
And actually he had 4.5 in. So he actually made it appraised for more than
Wow.
he actually paid.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's like,
so
you know,
creating value, and I'll tell you, we talk about this all the time. There's a premium for buying a property that's completely done,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So there's a premium for that. So the way to really add value really is to look around at some properties that need renovation, need some work, where you can add value,
Mhm.
and this product would give you the flexibility to be able to do that.
And it truly makes it your own.
And it makes
You know?
it your own.
It makes
Then
it
you
your
can-
own. I think that's such a huge part, and it's really important to new buyers or
Yes.
anyone buying a home.
Anyone buying a home. So if you're just joining us, this is What's Up Westchester, and today we're here with Theresa Viti Finck with TD Bank, and we're talking about her construction renovation loan.
Mhm.
And Elizabeth, those are some great questions, and I feel like we can really put this to work
Yeah.
For some of
I'm
our
so
buyers.
excited
And
about
certainly
this.
this weekend, talking to
Definitely
people,
this
because
weekend.
in this property you have room to expand. Not everyone will want to expand, but some people will want to expand.
Mhm.
So this would be a great option for them. And what about our last question? We have a
Our
new
last
question that
question.
we ask everyone now that joins us on What's Up Westchester.
Yeah. So what is your favorite part about Westchester?
my favorite
You lived here
part.
for, yeah,
I
you
know.
was
How
here
long
for
have you been here?
18 years.
That's
18 years,
awesome.
yeah.
Actually probably a little longer than that.
Can I ask what actually brought you up to Westchester?
My husband
Okay.
grew up here.
Awesome.
So I came
awesome.
here. Yeah.
Great.
But my favorite thing about Westchester are the people. It's there's a real sense of community here, and I love that. There's people that come from all over
Mhm.
that you meet, and I love that part of it. And also I love being next to the water. I mean, the
Oh.
water.
It doesn't hurt.
I'm 2 minutes from the water, and I take advantage of that. I walk my dog down near the sound all the time. That's really
Oh, isn't it?
that's
Yeah, that's
nice.
why our doggy friends love Westchester too, right?
They do.
Oh, and we all
They
have
do.
dogs, right? I know. Before we leave you today, we will ask Margaret Ann just to pan around and show you at the end this beautiful view that we have here. Well, she's going to show us right now. I mean, look at this gorgeous view. So, can you imagine making this home? And as Elizabeth said, you could make it your home and add any special touches that you would like to add.
While you kayak out to the
Yes,
sound
while
in
you
the morning.
kayak to the sound.
You can think
and have-
about all the renovations that you may or may not want to do.
That's right, and have coffee. You can sit and have coffee here on the beautiful deck. Well, Theresa, thank you so
Thank you
much.
for being here. This was such a wealth of information.
It really is.
I'm so
And
excited about this.
I know, and really this show, we designed this show to bring value to our viewers, and I really think there is a lot of value in this. So if you are interested in this loan, please reach out to Theresa. We will actually put in the comments section or in our post Theresa's contact information so you can reach her. And if you'd like to see this beautiful, lovely home here at 759 Soundview Drive this weekend, we will be here Saturday 2 to 4 and Sunday 2 to 4. So until then, or until next week, thank you for joining us for What's Up Westchester.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.